Hello children, welcome back to our 8th social class. Children, I thought today doing something new. New in the sense regarding a topic because continuously we are learning about civilization in history, isn't it? Even if I take up history again we have to read about civilization. So I thought of taking a new topic, that is introduction of economics. It is quite easy and interesting if you concentrate deeply, because what economics is, every day we see, every day we deal with, isn't it children? That is the economic, because some things you know in economics, some things you may not know, but you already involved yourself in that. That is the economics. It means that suppose if I ask what is economics, you will say it is about something money, isn't it children? Economics means usually we say that it is something regarding a money. That is the economics. According to you, even according to me only, okay? And you may heard every day newspaper we get to hear the topic economic activity, economic affair. What does it mean? What does it mean usually children? It means that something we are planning about our finance, or something which we are planning to deal, or we can earn, we can spend, all this activity together we call it as a economic activity or economics, isn't it? This is what we get to hear every day. But before learning economic activity, this as topic say introduction of economics. Introduction of economics means before we have to know what is economic involved. Clear children? What that economic involved, or what is there in economics, that we have to learn, and after learning that only you are able to name that these are all economic activities. Clear? How in the sense, how can I say, like if you are a part of a science or a social, first you are able to classify that history is a part of a social, physics is a part of a science, like right, maths is a parts of a science, whereas political science is a social. Like that you can differentiate. Clear? Like that only if you know what is economic or what is there in economics, then only you can differentiate that as economics, political science, or any other organ of a society. Clear children? So usually every day we are get to listen economic activity as well as a political activity. Clear? Out of this you should be able to classify that which is economic activity, which is a political activity, or which is a social activity, which is our political affair, economic affair. Then you can classify that, because for everything we cannot say that is our economic activity or that is a social or a political activity. The activities are different children. Clear? So that the topic is that introduction to economics. So what is economics that we are going to learn today in the class? See, this is not at all difficult children. How much I observed in student till now, that they are very curious, they are very enthusiasm to learn economics, and even I have seen they will score mark in economics. So children, you have to listen carefully and you have to involve yourself in economics, so that the topic also easy, so that you can aware of the affair which was going around us. Clear children? So usually we will come to our topic. Usually in our life in the sense, morning you will wake up. As you wake up, you will use certain goods and services. Is it clear children? Is it clear what I told? As soon as you wake up in the morning in the sense as your day start up, you will use certain goods and services. Clear children? Yes or no? You will use certain goods and services. So we'll begin economics with these goods and services. So let's take up goods and services. So we will use these two things in our life every day. So what is the goods? What is the goods? Goods in the sense which is physical, tangible goods. I can say physical goods or tangible. Tangible in the sense which can be separated or which can be touched, such as which I can give. So food only take. Food, soap, cloth, right? Yes, paste. These all the goods, or even more than this, these are the goods as called as the physical goods which you can touch, you can feel and you can use and you are using. Clear children? These are the goods, and even more than this we are using every day in our life. Even this chalk is also a goods which we are using every day. Clear? And what about service? What about service? Service is that things which you are feeling, which you are even though you are using, but you are feeling that you cannot touch, like a physical goods. That is intangible goods, I can say. That is a physical intangible goods which you cannot touch. Example, service of a mother, teacher, doctor, postman, then maid. All these goods also you are consuming, isn't it? That is the goods of a intangible goods. So the difference out of these two is you can touch these goods whereas you cannot touch these services. But both you are using, you need of it. Suppose see, you have all the physical goods at your home. You have all the physical goods at your home, and there is no one to provide services to you. In the sense, at home vegetable is there, rice is there, everything is there, but nobody is there to prepare that foods, and that preparation of food will receive as a services. Goods and services. When the goods and services involve with each other, then only it will called as a goods and services. You can have it that way. You can have a combination of a goods and services. Clear? So assume that usually, as I told, the mother of the services, mother service, what she will do? She will prepare a food at home and she will serve you. That is the service of a mother. Okay, this we will keep it in a one side, mother separately. Okay, and whereas a service of a teacher, service of a doctor, I told. Suppose you are coming to school and where a teacher will provide you service of education, where teacher is provide you knowledge and she will teach you, right? Even though when you are having a book, you are not able to understand what it was, then a teacher give you services and she explain you what the topic is. That is a service. Whereas the doctor treat you when you are sick, when you are ill. Clear? And the physical goods like tablet will be provided to you. So listen carefully children, that you will go to a doctor and doctor will provide you service by giving a goods called tablet. Clear? And as goods and services, or the service provided by you, a doctor will provide you to a tablet, and that tablet you will consume. Clear children? Or the teaching which I provide you, that you will consume. Consume in the sense we receive. Either the consumption may be physically taking inside the body, or which we acquire the knowledge, or which we are taking to us a body, that will also consume. Consume in the sense the goods which you receive and which it gives us satisfaction. What is a consumption? Consumption in the sense, see I told, consumption in the sense receiving both goods and services. Receiving in the sense you are consuming that. Then if you consume goods and services, then you become a consumer. Clear? Who will consume goods and services? That is a consumer. Either you are a consumer at home or you are a consumer at the outside. Okay? Here your mother will provide you provide you food and that you will consume. In school, teacher will teach you that education you will consume. Doctor will provide you service, treatment, that tablet you will consume. Postman will provide you letter, and that letter if you receive and read the message, then you will become a consumer there. So is it clear, children? Consumption, and if the person want to do the consumption, he will become the consumer. Okay. Then another part is that producer. Production and producer. Production in the sense, as I told, these goods, few physical goods we cannot produce at home. So these physical goods are produced by the producer, and that process of a production work is called as a production. Is it clear, children? The process of producing goods is called as a production. The process of producing the goods is called as a production, and the production work will be done by the producer. Clear? Is it clear, children? Then what the producer has produced, that was distributed. Distribution. Okay, this is a work of a distribution, and distribution is done by distributor. Is it clear? So who is a distributor? Distributor is that one who distribute the produced goods. He was called as a distributor, and that work is called as a distribution. I'll repeat once again. The produced goods of a producer, will be distributed by the distributor, and that process is called as a distribution. Distribution in the sense, whatever produced, that was going to be distributed. Clear? This is a producer. They are producer, distributor and consumer. So I hope this picture is clear to you. What was the picture? First, producer will produce. He will give to the distributor, because all the producers are not a distributor, children. Clear? What is the work of a producer? He will do the production of a goods. Production may be production of a soap, cloth, paste or any item. Food grain you take, wheat flour, ragi flour, rice flour. All this, the flour work when it goes on, that is called as a producer or the work of a production. And it was given to the distributor. Distributor in the sense, he will take or he will be sold. Producer will sold to distributor, or the distributor himself take from the producer and he will distribute to consumer. He will receive it. Consumer will receive. Then the final process of a production will go on. This is a one chain link. Is it clear? What was that? Producer produce, distributor distribute these produced goods to the consumer, and consumer receive that and he will consume it. Clear, children? Is it clear? And that is the process of a consumption, distribution and production. In absence of these three, economic activity will not take place. Clear, children? In the absence of producer, distributor and consumer, the economic activity will not take place. How? See, as I told, producer will be produced, correct? And he will be sold to the distributor. Distributor will sell it to the consumer, and that goods will be sold in terms of a price. Goods will be sold. See, there is a link of these three with the item called goods. Clear? These goods was sold in terms of a price. What is the price then? What is the price? Price is nothing but where you are fixing certain amount of money to the particular item. What is the price? What is the price? So here in your textbook, it is given that we buy our required goods and services by paying given price. The value of a goods and services expressed in term of a money. So price here is value. Isn't it children? Value. So goods is that where certain amount of money is fixed to the certain item. Example, okay, soap you take. Soap, okay. Soap is a goods. Price or value which you fix for this is 20 rupees. Clear? This is a price. How you will express a price? In term of a money. In term of a money. How, children, is it clear to you? See, goods, right? The produced goods of a producer will be distributed to the distributor and he will distribute to the consumer. Whether consumer will get the item freely, children? Whether they will get freely? No. What we have to do? We have to pay the price to the distributor, so that price distributor he will pay to the producer. So certain amount of value or money we fix to the item or the goods, that was called as a price. So is it clear? Price was expressed in terms of a money. So clear to you? Is it that was a money where the price of a goods were fixed. So what is money then? How you will earn the money? How you will earn the money, children? By sitting at home can you earn the money? No. So to earn the money what you require? Employment is required. See, this is all link between each other. This is a link. These link have the link with a goods. Okay, these three also have a link with the goods, and the goods have link with the price. Price is nothing but money. Money, how it can be earned? Money can be earned by doing a employment. What is the employment? Employment is that doing a physical work or a mental work. Is it clear, children? What is the employment? Employment is a work where we are doing a physical work as well as a mental work. By doing that work, we will get the reward, and that reward was money or income. By doing the employment, we get the income. That income is nothing but money. Clear, children? Is it clear? By doing employment, we get the income, that is the money. Clear? And what is the employment? Employment is nothing but this work. That is nothing but this work. What is this work? Employment is that production. Doing a production is a employment. Doing a distribution is that employment. But consumption is not a work, children. Sitting at home, I will eat, I am consuming the goods, that is not an employment. This is a separate. Is it clear? So, production and distribution was considered as an employment. See how, as I told, by doing the employment you will get the income. Clear, children? And I told here production and distribution. Production and distribution is the employment. How? By producing the goods. That if you sell to the producer, distributor, by producing the goods, that goods if you sell to the distributor, you will get the income. Right? And if that distributor sell that item to the consumer, he will get the what? Income. That is, income is distributor income. Whereas consumer, to be a consumer, you must be a what? Employee. Then only you can earn the income. That income or money you can spend for the goods and services. Here, children, I told employment is doing both physical work and as well as the mental work. I told physical work in the sense the hard work laborer, one who do the physical work in the sense by using their physics in the sense doing any hard work, carpentry, laborer, then carpenter, plumber, electrician, where all they use their physical skill or the physical effort they will give. Whereas services or the mental work I told, where mental work in the sense, take the service of a doctor. Service of a doctor, service of a teacher, where they use their services or mental service in the sense where whatever there in their mind or the knowledge or intellectual, where they are giving services, that is a mental as well as a physical work. What then for postman you take? Postman who gives the physical service, physically he will come and he will deliver the letter to you. That is a physical work, children. Is it clear? And here I had put the mother services in bracket. Because why? Because see, a teacher will get the salary for doing a service, doctor will get the fees, consultation fees, postman will receive the salary, teacher will also receive the salary. Then what about mother? What about mother, children? She will do the services but she won't get the monthly income. Have you noticed this one? So always we are ignored a service of a mother, where because she is not receiving any kind of the income, children, unfortunately. So that the work or the service rendered by the mother is not considered as an employment. Why it is not considered as an employment? Why? Because employment is considered only when you are receiving income or salary or wages. Then only it was considered as a services or the employment. Whereas you take a service of a maid in the sense or servant, one who comes to your home, she will do the work of your mother. May not be she will give you love and affection, but she will cook you, she will wash your clothes, she will clean the vessels, everything she will do, but she will get the wage, isn't it? Where mother will not get the wage. That maid work will also consider as a services because she will get the income. Is it clear, children? I hope till here you people are clear with the topic called goods, services, consumption, production, distribution, and who are the consumer, producer, distributor, as well as the link between these producer, distributor, consumer, and what is the goods with the link with the price. Price is nothing but the money, and that money can be earned in form of a employment. By doing the employment, we will get the what? Income. So this is a small part of economics you learn, because as year after this, if you get to hear what is a goods, what is a service, who is a producer, who is a consumer, what is the employment, what is the price, all these terms if you hear afterwards, you must be able to differentiate that these are all economic terms and meaning of these words are separate in economics. Clear, children? And if you refer all this together was called as economic activity. What is this, children? This is all. This is together all we call it as a activity, economic activity. Economic activity. How this is together economic activity? Economic activity in the sense, economic activity, it means that where it refers production, consumption, distribution and income and employment. These activity together we call it as a economic activity. It means that in a society, how consumer are producing, how producer are producing, how it was distributed to the distributor, then again later on how distributor will sell it to the consumer. To consumer consume the goods, he has to earn the income by the way of employment, and that income again is the income of a distributor as well as the producer. All this activity together we call it as a economic activity. So I'll read what was there in your textbook, because what is economic activity? This is a 1 mark question. Economic may be described as a study of economic activities of individual. It may be activities of an individual. Individual in the sense, as I told, this is the activities of a consumer. Consumer is always alone. He is an individual. Or it is the activities of a producer. Producer, it means that as a whole. Because producer, we are not particularly taking a soap producer or a paste producer. Producer, it means that entire as a whole. He may be produce different varieties of a goods. So it is deal about economic activities of an individual or of a group. Clear, children? Where we provide goods and services and action of a production as well as a consumption. So it was there in your textbook. Read the definition and keep. Economic activity will come for 1 mark question. So out of all this economic activity, we are notice that there is one more topic called scarcity. What do you mean by scarcity? See, children, we have observed that in a society, there is a available of all the goods. Availability of all the goods in the sense, if you want a rice, food grain, vegetable, all is available. Have you noticed? Yes, you noticed. So, suppose all these goods are not available, then that was called as a scarcity. Clear? Scarcity in the sense, shortage of a goods, or it is not shortage of a services, children. Shortage of a goods. How is the shortage of a goods? Suppose we know that we are naturally distributed by the natural resources. It means that in entire world all the natural resources are divided. Clear? It is not evenly divided. It is divided as per the wishes of the nature, because few of the resources are available to us, few of the resources are not available, and the available resources are limited in nature. Limited in the nature in the sense, take a product of a petroleum product you take, though it is naturally available, clear, but it is limited in nature, so it has to be preserved. So such item we call it as a scarcity. Clear? Example, as I told, a petroleum product which is available in nature but which was limited in nature, so that we can say as a scarcity. Clear, children? So scarcity means limited resources which was available in society or in the nature. So what is the relationship between this scarcity or the scarce resources in economic activity, that we are going to refer in the next class. What is the link between these and that, I will explain you in the next class. And today the topic which you are learned about goods, services, consumption, production, distribution, who is the producer, who is the consumer, and what is the relationship between consumer and producer. All these things today I told, and the value of the goods and services was expressed in terms of money, isn't it, children? Because to buy any goods we have to pay the money, and that money or the value was called it as a price. What is the price? Maybe come for 1 mark question. So who is a consumer, who is a producer, and what is the income? All this we have learned today. So I hope that year after that you will be clear with these economic stuff, children. As I told, the remaining part of this introduction of economics, that is I will do in the next class. Till then, children, see you.